Hi everyone, welcome to the Movieception Show. My name is Fariba, and tonight we're watching episode 4 of The Last of Us. I believe we're on 4 now, which means that after tonight, we're about to hit the halfway mark of the show. I think it's a very short season. I think there's like 7 episodes, so we're already getting down to the halfway point of The Last of Us, and things are starting to really pick up. Now, I do recall seeing the preview for tonight's episode, and it looks like it's going to be quite action-packed, so I'm very, very excited to see what's going to happen to Ellie and Dina and just even the people of Jackson. We are now introduced to these wolves, or the WLF, and apparently they're gonna be a big deal from what I was reading online. So as I said, I have never played the games. I don't know a whole lot of what's going to happen, and now that the big event has already happened, I am now going into the show with a blank slate. I know a lot of people are missing Joel a lot, but I still think there's a lot more potential to what's going to happen with Ellie's stories. So hopefully we'll see what more is going to happen tonight. I'm very excited to see what's going to happen, although I should be very cautious about saying that. But yeah, I don't think I have too much to say as of this point. But so yeah, without further ado, let's get right down into the new episode of The Last of Us Season 2.
Now, the thing about this one night, and you guys know me, like I'm fucking easy.
Josh Peck? What? I don't remember him being in the casting list.
What are you fucking calling?
That's gotta
for?
be Josh
What,
Peck.
you can't
It
handle three
looks like
boners?
Josh
What these
Peck.
fucking pussies even doing?
Oh my god, that sounded like Josh.
That's what we fucking call them. Who cares?
Because we took away their rights.
I believe this is Isaac.
Took away their right to vote, and somebody started calling them voters to mock them.
She looks familiar. Oh, fuck. Oh, whoa. Was he like a double agent? Yeah, I missed this one from last episode. Oh, that hurts. I can't believe they removed Joel.
Hey, I'm gonna pee. Give me a minute.
Oh. 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 I heard about this thing. Is it what I think she is going to be doing? Seattle day 1. Oh. Oh, are we going to be here for a while?
Hey, good to go. Thanks.
Oh. Oh, I think
You
she
okay?
is.
Yeah.
I think she's pregnant.
What's up with all the rainbows? I don't know. Maybe they're all optimists.
Oh, they don't know. Oh, right. They don't know. They don't know anything about Pride.
Think it was the WLF?
I don't know.
Very
All
likely.
these bodies are in Frederick gear. Almost looks like they were fighting each other. Huh. They're supposed to be the first ones to go to the moon, but they never made it off the launch pad. Burned up in their capsule.
Well,
Oh, she's talking about
at least
history.
they died for something
Interesting.
worthwhile.
Yeah.
I'm at least happy that they're trying to protect the horse. I was very concerned. Ah, they're in a music store. It just didn't register to me because it's like, that's the birth of Grudge. Oh, I love that. She's singing Take On Me. Oh.
Conductive. Of course,
Right.
this means it doesn't retain heat the way cast iron does. Which of the two makes If you own Moviel,
Oh,
you use
my
Moviel.
God. boy.
Where are the scars attacking next?
Scar. Oh. Oh, so it was them.
Fights.
Jesus. This is so fucked.
Shut up.
She watches over me, she fills my soul. She fills my soul. She watches over me. She fills
Oh,
my soul.
okay, so he's reciting to his prophet.
So
Alright.
you put an arrow in a little...
The truth.
Because you broke the truce. Because you broke it, because we broke it. I'm not playing your little chicken and egg games today, Scar. Where is the next attack?
No patrol. That's a good sign. Not always.
No, that's not a good sign whatsoever.
So the front entrance looks like a security door. There's a camera right over it, which means we go around the back.
Ooh, somewhat. I guess this is with the Scar attacking the wolf. Oh my god, this is what the Scars can do?
Do you know?
Sheesh. Whoa. Yikes. That looks like fresh blood. Oh, they're
That
definitely
group we
cold.
saw in the woods, they did this. What the fuck is wrong with Seattle?
That's a very good question. She's always asking the right questions. Always asking the right questions.
Now fan the fuck out!
This is not good. This is not good. Stop breathing so hard. Stop breathing so hard. Stop breathing so hard. No. Oh no! Oh no, the spores! Oh, they don't even know what's going on. Oh, shit! Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. It's gonna get big, isn't she? India doesn't know that she's immune. Oh shit.
Die for you. I would, but that is not what just happened. Fuck. I'm immune. I can't get infected. And you're gonna keep that gun pointed on me. If I turn, shoot me, but I promise. A lot of times I wish this wasn't true.
I'm pregnant.
Oh, that's what we figured. Oh, okay. Oh, she's talking about Jesse.
We're together and we have a kid, and I told my mother I like boys and I like girls, and she said, no, you like boys. And it just... I got pregnant.
This thing's pretty old. How do you know?
And here.
And here's a couple more.
Oh, damn.
Baby. I mean, we, and also, I guess, Jesse, or... It was Jesse, right?
Oh, damn, honey.
So we're all having a baby. I'm gonna be a dad.
Yeah.
Oh. They're bombing. That's gonna be a little complicated. Sticking together.
Together.
So that was episode 4 right there. And yeah, that was quite a really thrilling episode because of the stuff that transpired. So it looks like those infected did not just hide themselves under Jackson, but it seems as though that they eventually were able to hide in some of the big cities like Seattle, and we saw just a consequence of that here. I mean, the way that they just reacted, like the WLF reacted, thinking that they had already secured all the areas, only to see that it's infected it's surrounded by infected. It's like, whoa. So that was quite a very intense few minutes right there, because honestly anything could have happened. Although I feel like you can't really just kill both of your main protagonists in a single episode, or main protagonist in like a single season. So that was, but even with that being said, that was quite a really chilling episode. We actually got to see a little bit more of Isaac, because I know I keep hearing about him all the time. I believe Jeffrey Wright also voiced the character from what I've read. So it's kind of great to see some of the original characters or some of the original voice actors return as their actual characters in the live action version. I know a lot of people were talking about Isaac, like they were kind of teasing him. So this is like my first time being introduced to his character. And they were not kidding. He's quite a really aggressive person. Let me just say, just to see Josh Peck, I was like, whoa, isn't this Josh Peck? I don't remember him being listed in the casting. So yeah, that was quite a beginning right there. But yeah, we got introduction of Isaac, one that a lot of people were anticipating. Definitely got a little bit more context of who the Scars are, because I know because they were introduced last episode. Apparently they're like a big deal. But yeah, I didn't know much about them. I mean, the only thing I got the context of is that they worship this sort of female prophet, and that was about it. They kind of just like travel in groups. So I thought they were like hunter-gatherers in a way, but it sounds like so that there's actually quite a much deeper situation going with how they operate with their whole side of the folks. And it looks like so that they actually have quite a fit with WLF. Something must have happened, and we saw what they're able to do. And I was really shocked what they're capable of. Like that was really brutal. I'm gonna have to white out a whole bunch of those scenes, just because I don't think YouTube is gonna allow me to even let that out. I don't think they're gonna allow me to keep that up. So that's a lot of editing for me that I gotta do. But honestly, I did not expect it to be that brutal. I mean, holy shit. Like, what I really find intriguing is that even though we are surrounded in a world where there's this cordyceps infection and there is the zombie-like infected, that we still see the worst of humanity, especially when there's like conflict between people. From the sounds of it, it does seem as though that Jackson might not be the target after all. I thought it was going to be like, so Jackson was going to be the target, or this is going to be the WLF that's going to try and claim as many territories as possible, like some of those like military groups or some of those people who are like very power hungry. But it just sounds as though that they're just really preparing like this kind of battle or war, some kind of conflict between the Scars. And I think that's starting to become a little bit more clear right there. So hopefully it looks as though we're going to get a little bit more of a context of what's going to happen. Although right now they're definitely a little bit more busy with the infected. So yeah, that's going to be a really interesting bit. Of course, kind of going back to Ellie and Dina. Yeah, I mean, I was hearing a little chatter about the whole Dina thing. That, you know, because I didn't know what was going on. I thought she simply was throwing up in last week's episode because of how brutal a whole group was killed. By what is now confirmed to be the WLF. I just didn't know that was implying something else. Just again, I don't play the games, so I was like, oh, okay, she just probably was, you know, throwing up because she saw how terrible a massacre just happened in the woods. But now it's like, after reading a little bit, I was like, oh, okay, I guess this is implying something else. And once we got to the scene where she was like pausing and she mentioned about peeing, I was like, okay, I think we know what's going to happen, so they are going to go that way. So yeah, and I mean, I love the interaction that we got between Ellie and Dina. Just like it was really cute and really sweet. But yeah, overall this was a pretty solid episode, one that really furthers the progression of Ellie's development and her character, and kind of, I know this is a little bit more of a pause, of course, just because like we haven't gone to the point where she's found Abby. I feel like we're gonna get there very soon, considering the fact that we only have like 3 episodes left. Like, we're gonna have to somehow progress pretty quickly. I know there's like a whole episode that's supposed to be focused on Eugene, so I'm gonna assume that's gonna happen within one of these 3 episodes. So but yeah, I mean, things are really moving forward very fast. We did not get to see Jackson, so I'm assuming that that's going to be a much later thing. And yeah, I think overall it's a really solid episode that we got. Honestly, I was just like, I was honestly just like holding on to my bed. I'm like, oh my God, let's not, you know, have anything too tragic happen, which thankfully wasn't the case. Lots of revelations. The fact that she's able to now tell Dina that she is immune, that was, I think, a pretty big deal. Because I was like, you can't just kill like both of your protagonists in a single season. That's not gonna happen. Plus, like, we have a season 3 coming up, so there's just no way that was gonna happen. I figured it was just gonna take a little bit for Dina to just realize that, you know, just to kind of process what's going on. But yeah, I mean, there isn't really too much to go off of, other than the fact that a lot of things that we've seen before are finally happening, but now in Seattle, seeing the consequences of what's happening with the infected now happening to Seattle, and then just seeing the matter of how far Ellie and Dina can get through with their mission and finding Abby, you know, unaliving her, getting her revenge, right? And seeing how far that's going to go. So yeah, I think that's all I can really say about this episode. Again, pretty good progress, some really good action, some really good dialogue, some really good progression with some of the characters that we've seen. Again, we got the introduction of Isaac right here. Now I'm starting to get a little bit of sense why people are hyping Isaac, although we only got to see him in 2 scenes, so we're probably going to see him more going into some of the last few episodes. But yeah, we're already getting down to the halfway point, and yeah, we only have 3 episodes left. So let me know your thoughts on now having seen episode 4 right here. I know a lot of people are starting to really tune out of Last of Us, but for those who are sticking around, like, what are your thoughts having seen this episode? Do you think it's a really good addition to what's going on so far? We got a little bit more of a context about WLF. What do you think about them and Isaac? You probably saw Josh Peck right there. Like, what are your thoughts about that? I know that's kind of like a big shocker to me, but it's like, what do you think about the whole revelation that we have with Dina's pregnancy? I know some of you who play the video games already knew about this, but for those of us who are a little bit more casual viewers, like, did you anticipate this? Did you like, or were you like kind of spoiled like I was a little bit? I was like, oh, okay, maybe that's a little bit more of a context of what's going on. What do you think about the action sequence right here that we saw with the infected? The fact that they also have now occupied Seattle. What do you think is going to happen moving forward? It looks like they're getting a little bit closer to finding Abby. Hopefully they'll find Abby. Who knows? We'll see about that. And any other thoughts, concerns, just any of the revelations that we got? I mean, there was a whole ton of things that they talked about. But yeah, let me know your thoughts below and make sure to like and subscribe.